Hello Pisces, welcome to your February Zodiac Wheel reading. I'm Elise and thank you for being here. Thank you to all my subscribers and thank you for your support for this channel. And to any new subscribers or new viewers, please do subscribe and become a new subscriber. Join our tribe, become a part of the community. Now I'll just focus here for you Pisces for February 2021 and give thanks to Great Spirit and angels and guides for joining us in this reading for Pisces, and thank you for any loving supportive messages that come through here for Pisces for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. Okay, the moon reversed. Well, firstly, in the tarot, Pisces rules the moon. It is the card of Pisces in the major arcana. So, this is really highlighting that energy for you, your own personal energy, Pisces. And it's even in this area of your ascendant or rising sign on the wheel of Pisces as well. So very Piscean energy, which is all about compassion, music, the arts, interest in spiritual and metaphysical realms and knowledge as well. Now the lower vibration of that energy, of course, is guilt, paranoia, addiction. So if you feel yourself falling into those lower vibrations, and we all do at times, lift your vibration with some music, art, poetry, higher octave kind of energies, okay? Spiritual endeavors, take time to meditate, that kind of thing, all right? Because you've also got Neptune in Pisces as well. Now, for those of you with a green thumb, the Pisces moon is between the 12th and 15th, and that's a good time to plant your leafy annuals, okay? So things like your cabbage family, broccoli, sprouts, spinach, parsley, coriander. The Pisces moon is a wonderful time for that. First quarter moon, the 12th to the 15th. The second best time is the 17th to the 19th, when it's in another fertile sign of Taurus for those leafy annuals. And the best time for fruiting annuals is between the 22nd and the 24th, and that's beans, tomatoes, that kind of thing, you know, corn, capsicum, zucchini. Yes, so it's a little planting guide there for you Pisceans to get grounded and out in nature. Okay, so you've got the world here as well, Pisces. Oh, in the second house, in the area of your resources. This is one of the financial houses. And even though things aren't happening as quickly as what you'd like, when the world is reversed, it's sort of saying you're really wanting things to move now, but it's sort of, it's happening, but not quite as quickly as you'd like. And it also signifies letting things from the past rule your mind. So try to not get too caught up in things from the past and being too stubborn or not willing to make changes, because we are being affected by frequencies and energies that we have to be flexible still, and we have to be able to sort of be flexible on the spin of a dime, because just as we think we're doing this and this is how this is going to be done, something comes from left field and spins you around, and then you have to readjust, reassess, so that you can keep going. That kind of thing. Not necessarily bad. Annoying, yes. Bad, not necessarily. Because whenever anything gets sort of changed real quickly, it's usually because the direction that you're going in, and concentrating and trying to control, is probably not really going to work out that well for you. So something, especially now, with all the heightened frequencies that we've got going on, it's changing things fast, and our flexibility and adjustability is paramount. Being stubborn is getting in your own way. Okay? The King of Cups. Now this is symbolizing a water sign man, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's communication there with him, from him, due to him. He's playing some sort of role in what's being communicated. Now the King of Cups is a energy about enjoying socializing, being drawn to the world of arts, theatre, that kind of thing. Now if you're in a situation where you're sort of on restrictions or in a bit of a lockdown and you can't get out physically to these things, you can still do it online, or you can create it in your own home and, you know, dedicate one day or one night to a theatre night and another one to a music night and so forth. So yes, this king is very social, and he can give quite wise counsel, and it's also a message to you of checking in with your higher self as well. Sometimes you need to take your own counsel, because it is a water sign and you are a water sign, Pisces. Okay? Three of Swords reverse. So there is some kind of disgruntled energy connected with this Three of Swords. It is being presented here in your home, family, land, property area. So there could be a bit of dissatisfaction with something, and or you may even find that you're in denial about something. Some of you don't want to remain in the same old place or the same old job. Others are recovering from an injury, and it is also a sign of music, funnily enough. To me, the Three of Swords, it often is about singing, or playing music, or enjoying listening to music. So, and music's come through a bit here already. So I do feel, you know, when you are feeling disgruntled, when you are feeling that things aren't going quite as planned, and you know you've got to sort of stand back and get out of your own way, throw some music on, lift the energy. Oh, and by doing that, you find your guiding star. Lovely. This is expansion and good luck, freedom, equilibrium, balance, adjusting to the highs and lows. So this is also about flexibility, because there will be highs and there will be lows. For every good thing there's going to be a challenging thing, and things are coming two at a time. Here in February, it is a 2 month, and we do have duality. So this is in the area of your pleasure, matters of the heart, children, the love that you give, good fortune, finding your joy, and it also governs nobility. So there could also be something going on where you can sort of feel the noble quality involved. So the guiding star here is a karmic link between you and the situation that has brought you challenges, but those challenges have helped you grow and are full of promise. And it is sort of a promise of you starting to live again. Whatever's been holding you up or holding you back, you're starting to live again. And I do feel that if you are moving, your new place where you live is going to be full of music. You're really going to rediscover music in, you know, whether it's your favourite songs or it's a whole new genre of music that you discover. But I'm getting sound healing. Look into some sound healing. It's something you can do at home because there is a lot of sound healers on the internet that you can listen to their beautiful calming frequencies of sound. Sound waves do have healing abilities. And it will all help you start to live again, because this is where you find your joy, with the star. And you will also through February be feeling like the obstacles are behind you. It's been a tough slog, but your drive and determination has gotten you everywhere, and you haven't put up with any nonsense. And it's also a message of you're close to winning. You're close to winning this, so you will overcome any difficulties to do with your health, well-being, hygiene, diet, co-workers, your work situation, work colleagues. The nines are about all three planes. So the physical, the mental and the spiritual, and it's probably taken you the physical, the mental and the spiritual to get you through these obstacles. And it also carries the message of forgive them, for they know not what they do. One of Pentacles, so there's a new beginning starting up in partnerships, business, legal contracts, that area. Business partnerships, groups, the public. So, new beginnings, carrying a lot of power and potential, and there's that sense of being individually orientated about it. You are sort of focusing on what's best for you. Now again, there may still be delays, so I'm getting that things aren't moving quite as quickly as what you want, but the delays are securing a very firm foundation for financial improvement. Okay? So out of the delay, you're going to financially prosper. And it's also to do with partnerships or relationships. If you're not feeling sure or uncertain, then it also could be a good time to, you know, just delay things a little bit. Especially if they're asking for money, my guides are saying. And you want to not be carrying the load. You want to offload onto others some of the responsibility. And this is the area of other people, 8th house. joint finances, inheritances. But by offloading some of the responsibility and designating some of the responsibility, it brings about the ending of an old way of doing things and the beginning of the new. This area is also involved with taxes, insurances and inheritances. And you may well ask why the journey has been so hard and why you have got so many day-to-day responsibilities. So your choices and decisions of the past have got you in this position of carrying the load, okay? So maybe you need to hire help, maybe you may reach out for some help from others as well. And it is in the financial area of the wheel, but it also can just be delegating and saying, you know what, this isn't my responsibility. Here, you wanted this, you wanted that, you take the responsibility of it. This will bring you a bit of free time. You've got the Four of Wands here. This is good luck and expansion. This is about wanting to live life to the fullest and building a firm foundation, and you've mustered the courage to attain your goals, and in the goal orientated area of the wheel too. So I do feel that you will be able to attain those things that you've been striving for. Now this area also is to do with anything to do with the law or foreign lands or cultures, and your dreams, visions and that spiritual side of yourself. It is about the expansion of the self through spiritual, mental and physical exploration, and it's showing that you can get a really good foundation from that and enjoy the fruits of your endeavours, and time to count your blessings. And this is in the future. This is the future area. So you will have time to count your blessings once you offload some of the things that you've accumulated and taken on board. You don't need to have all of that. You can modify, slim down. Now this doesn't stop you from worrying because you've got the Nine of Swords here. But the Nine of Swords is about worrying over your worrying and being overwhelmed. So don't overthink it, alright? Tomorrow is another day. You don't even know what tomorrow will bring yet. And I feel from what I can see here, you're really set things up so that you can get the best possible result out of it. That's your goal. That's where you're going. That's where you're heading. You've got the home that you want. You've got a partnership there that you want, a relationship, and really living life to the fullest. So by focusing on your fear and what is possibly going wrong or could go wrong, you're holding it up and you're blocking it. Because remember, Pisces, we're co-creating and this manifestation. We're co-creating this. Okay, so for every negative thought, replace it with a positive one. Now, you do have choice. You do have choice. This isn't all about something being taken out of your control. It is, however, about making the right choice for the right reasons. Whether that's finding a right mate. If so, choose your partners wisely. If you're reconciling in a relationship, choose to create harmony. This is about a shared journey, and this also is in the future area. The 11th house is about the future. It's your hopes and wishes. It's what you can manifest in the future. You visualize it and get into the frequency of it in the present, and it manifests. This is a card about trust. It's a card of love, engagement and marriage, okay, and the choice between vice and virtue. So choose wisely. And you're agonizing over this choice. Go to sleep. Ask before you go to sleep. Ask your angels to show you a sign in the next 24-hour period after you wake up. Hand it over. Hand it over to God, hand it over to the angels, hand it over to people that can help, hand whatever over you can, hand it over. It's not all up to you to do everything. Okay? There's a thing with Pisces, they want to lend a hand, but then people take their whole arm. And Pisces struggle a bit to try and only lend a little bit of a hand and not get fully immersed in other people's problems a lot of the time, or other people's affairs, or issues. Okay, so now you've got here in your subconscious, so this is how you think, this is all about your self-sabotage. This is what goes on behind the scenes. This is also about what you keep to yourself, what you keep hidden from others. So the Knight of Pentacles, again, is a message of delay. The delay is going to be financial beneficial to you in the long run. This Ace of Pentacles here, even though it was reversed, it shows that. It showed that quite clearly. So don't be too upset if things are delayed, because it really is financially in your favour, financially beneficial. Okay, so now I will just ask here, about this emotional upset here in your home or family, and what message the angels have for you in connection to that. I'll keep going. Okay, that one wants to come out, and no need to worry. That's your message. No need to worry. It's just fear. It's fear that's making you worry, and fear isn't necessarily real. Mind playing tricks on us is fear a lot of the time. Okay, so your guardian angel that you can turn to and ask for help and assistance through February is the angel of belief. Turn your fears and worries into believing and having faith. Believe that this is all unfolding for your best interests and your highest good. Number 3 is significant. Time of 3. 3 times the charm. The power of 3. If 3 people agree, so shall it be. Now, your message from the angel of belief is you have the faith and belief that your loved one are safe and in safe hands in the spirit world. So there's someone in the spirit world that is in safe hands, and they're also around you, looking after you. Your affirmation is, I have the belief that my loved one is in the spirit world and they are safe. I believe and understand that after this life ends, my spiritual journey will continue in the spirit realm. So it's a message of you it's a message about whether or not you're questioning whether or not your loved one in the spirit world is still a part of your life, even though you know that they are not among the living anymore. The angel of belief is here to reassure you and to allay all of your fears. Okay, so this loved one of yours in the spirit world wants to help allay all of your fears. Okay. So the angel of belief will help you pay attention to the many signs and symbols that your loved one sends you to let you know that all is well. So keep your eye out for symbols and signs. Okay, Pisces. Neptune is in Pisces, here in this first house for you. So this is about your sensitivity to injustices and your ability to be compassionate to the less fortunate. But remember to be kind and compassionate to your own mind. It's also highlighting the arts and music and theatre and all of that sort of thing. So you may enjoy that kind of thing a little bit more this month than usual. Uranus and Mars are here in the third house, still travelling together. Mars is the planet of very physically active, and Uranus is the planet of the unexpected and surprises and something sudden, those sort of energies. Together they're the masters of change, so the way you communicate, how you communicate with your close relations, your mental activity, neighbours, neighbourhood, that kind of thing, your communication is changing up because the third house here governs your mental activity, and it does involve your speech, journalism and education. And Uranus and Mars are both in Taurus. Okay, so this is a time here where you're trying to establish your own rules. You may get that impulsiveness to rebel, but that could cause problems. Okay, it's better to try and accept, but at the same time safeguard things, because the Uranus Mars energy is also known as like earth moving energy. So if you do live in an earthquake type area, you may get some activity. And then we have the full moon in Virgo on the 27th of February. Full moon in Virgo at 8.57 degrees is governing this 7th house area of business partnerships or partnerships, legal affairs and contracts, scandals, international relations. So there's a illumination of that kind of thing here. So the full moon in Virgo is about hygiene, perfection, service to others, pets, well-being, chores. So it's time to tidy up any business partnerships or business dealings, get organised. It also governs your health, so health checkups and paying attention to detail. Okay? And be careful about criticism, whether it's you being critical or others being critical of you, because that Virgo energy is about being critical or criticism. Now here in the 11th house is where you've got Pluto, the restorer of life. Now this is about being the probing detective, connected with social groups, clubs, friendships, and hopes and wishes. So this is a manifestation area, this is a future area of your chart, and your hopes and wishes and manifestations are going to be able to evolve due to making wise choices and decisions, not sort of taking the easy road. Doesn't always lead to the easiest of journeys to travel. And this is about vice or virtue as well, and Pluto energy is about guts and courage, but remember, you don't have to do it all on your own. And the Pluto energy is bringing about the big changes and transformations taking place. So whether or not it does dismantle and rejuvenate so that it can reorganize, it's wanting to take you to those big changes that you are trying to manifest. And I just feel that it's quite safe to let it, even though you may have to relinquish some control to actually let it. Now Jupiter and Saturn are still in Aquarius here in your 12th house. This is where the stellium is for you Pisceans. So the stellium is Jupiter, Saturn, the Sun, Mercury and Venus and the Moon. Now the Moon will be the new moon in Aquarius, and that will be the 11th of February, and this is activating all of these planets, these 6 planets, and Venus is the other one that is, so the Moon and Venus are the activators really of this alignment here. As you can see, a whole lot of energy all being focused on what's hidden, what's going on behind the scenes, so working behind the scenes. And you may have to work behind the scenes because the Sun is the brightest out of all of these planets, so all the other planets are hidden until after the 20th of February. Then they come out. Then things can roll forward. In the meantime, get organised, rejuvenate, pay attention to details. The Moon activation here is one of inspiration, a burst of creativity. Okay. Now the Sun is being conjuncted by Mercury around the 8th. Okay, so that's a time where you could find that either you're wanting to have the last word or someone else is wanting to have the last word. So maybe just let them have the last word, because it'll be easier and better for you to communicate after the 20th and wait till then. In the meantime, around the 8th to the 12th, try and slow down and rest with this transit. Okay? Now, Mercury is in retrograde until the 21st of February. So it's not a good time to buy new things, especially technology, but it is a good time if you want to get repairs done. Okay, so again, between now and the 20th, maybe you need to get something repaired or some repairs done, and you might see that manifesting for you in that time. After the 20th, it's a better time with Mercury for your intuition and power of the mind. Your telepathy will be strong, extrasensory perception will be really powerful. So until the 20th, the best you can, Pisces, just go with the flow. Okay? And just remember that other people can only understand you at the level that they understand themselves. Alright? Now, Venus is here activating all of these planets in Aquarius as well, and that is wonderful news, because Venus is the planet of love, unity, harmony, beauty, pleasure, happiness, luxury, wealth. So Venus went into Aquarius on the 1st of February, 2nd of February here in Aussie. It is still invisible behind the sun, like everything is, all behind the sun until after the 20th. And it will be conjuncting Jupiter on between the 9th and the 13th. So that is a really good vibe day and makes things work out better, so you can have a go at trying to sort something out, or get in contact with your partner or someone that is very special to you between the 9th and 13th, because it's good for relationships of all kinds. There's no desire to argue. It's also financially lucky, can bring windfalls, and for those of you single, you may meet a new person here with this energies at play between the 9th and the 13th. Then Venus will be conjuncting Mercury, so the good vibe energy continues until the 14th. Between the 12th and the 14th, the people's moods are going to be infectious. There's going to be a jollier, happier kind of view on things, looking at the lighter side of life. Poetry, music and the arts are favoured. For those of you that can get out and about, a nice little trip somewhere where you can enjoy the scenery. There's love and affection for others, and it's a really good time for winning people over here between the 12th and the 14th. So if you have to find the right words and win someone's favour between the 12th and the 14th, it's a really good time for negotiations of commercial transactions, anything to do with negotiating things as well. So as you can see, we have a really powerful energy there, all focusing on one of your psychic houses, Pisces. So do take notice of your dreams. They could be incredibly informative and have really special messages for you for your future, because the Aquarius energy is about our future. So what we do, what we think, how we visualize and meditate and keep our focus this month will be affecting our future. The choice is with us, each an individual person. Okay, so keep that in mind as well. So now I'll just ask about the confirmation message for Pisces from the Akashic Records. Oh, beautiful. You've got the Queen of Forces here, and you've got the day and night. You've got the sun and the moon. Now the sun and the moon, seeing that, I'll just check on this conjunction between the sun and the moon. Okay, so that is on the 12th. Now, when the sun and the moon conjunct, it's not usually a day that you want to adapt to anything that isn't of your best, in your best. She can balance the energies of the sun on one hand and the moon on the other, with the river flowing beneath her feet. And the Queen of Forces represents a woman who can bring help for greater balance in your life. So this very well could be you, Pisces. For men, it may be a woman in their life. And she brings an unusual combination of power and peace, creativity, receptivity in both her energy and her support. Sometimes this can be a person in your life coming into a phase of great power and ability to sustain it with wonderful results. So for Pisces ladies, I feel that you will be coming into a time of great power, staying within your power, not trying to have power over others, but using your own magical power and creating sustainable, wonderful results. So there's real shifts moving to bring you the gift of grace and serene understanding when this card is in your spread. And it also brings new roles and opportunities, could be in career or sciences, global communication, nature, energy in general may now be available to you. So if you've been feeling a bit of lackluster, this is letting you know that this download from the Aquarius alignment is going to boost your energy. The Queen of Forces, if it drains, if you feel drained, it's a sign that you're not on the right path, because this should really lift and your frequency, lift your vibration, give you energy. So if you're feeling drained, do get a checkup, because it may be something more serious as well, but it is a good sign that you're not on the right path. So the Queen of Forces could also indicate the appearance of a possible love interest for those of you looking for love. Others who are looking for business, this is also a sign of a business associate or a creative project with a powerful influence and connection for you or for the other person. Okay, so what's going on this month is really going to have some profound effects. It may be someone you know or somebody new, but there is a tender yet powerful support. So during this time, choose to support yourself first. Put yourself first. Yes, you can lend a hand, but don't give your whole arm, Pisces. You hold the force of the sun, creativity, and the moon, receptivity. And only you, yourself, can direct the energy for your eternal life. Okay? So a powerful message there for you, Pisces. Queen of Forces. You could very well be a force to be reckoned with, and you don't have to use aggression or violence to show your force. You can do it all behind the scenes and nobody will even know, and then boom! Everyone says, wow, how did you do that? You just plodded along in your own little world and got there once you offloaded some of the burdens to other people. Okay, Pisces. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Pisces, and thank you for liking and sharing, and thank you to all the new viewers for being here with me, and please do click on that subscribe button so you don't miss any future updates. And until next time, much love and many blessings going your way, Pisces. Namaste.